Hi everyone, it's Krista from Krista's Crafty Life. Nice to see you all in person. Normally you just see my hands. Today I am coming to you because I am opening up my box for our challenge called the Spring Mystery Box Challenge. And we did a Christmas one during Christmas time, and now we're doing a spring one. So we get paired up with another DIYer, craft person, and what we do is we get picked. Monner's Market is the host of this every year, and Brenda, she's great. And I got paired up with the same person that I got paired up with for Christmas. So her name's Jackie. She's from Mimi's World. I will have her channel link down below as well to her channel, so you could see what she got from her mystery person. And also I will have a link down below to whom I am sending my box to, and you could see them open up what I sent them. So what happens is when we get these boxes, we send everybody, there's a dollar limit, and what we do is we send 3 items in the box that are wrapped that we have to use in our craft to make things, okay? And then the rest of the box we can use or we could choose not to use. It's up to us. Some stuff is just fun stuff to have and stuff like that, gifts and things like that. So I'm gonna open my box now, and you guys are gonna see the first time. I'm gonna see for the first time what Jackie sent me. Now last time Jackie really sent me some good ones that I really had to think outside the box to create, but that's what makes this whole thing so much fun. So without further ado, let's open up my box. So I have 3 things here that are wrapped, and I'm going to show you those first, but I'm not going to open them yet. I'll open them at the end. So she has them numbered. This one's number 1, and it says must use, so that's how we know we have to use it. This one is a must use number 3, and then this one is must use number 2. So I'll open those in a minute. Those are always a surprise. And she also sent a card, so I'm going to read that. It says, "Hi Krista, here we go again. Laugh out loud. I found some fun items for you, Krista. I sure hope you enjoy them. Plus some candy to get you going. Happy crafting, Jackie." So sweet. Have a great crafting time. All right. So, candy. Sour Patches. So these will be really good for my kids because they love Sour Patches, so thank you. I will let them know you sent these to them, Jackie, because me, I can't do Sour Patches, but they love them. They're too sour for me. I just can't eat them. I tried. Okay, let's see what else is in here. So, I'll bring the box over so you guys can see. Look at these. I love these, Jackie. Oh my God, I love the ladybugs. So cute. These are the laser cut dies that you get at the Dollar Tree. And look at these ones are the flowers. And I don't have these ones. And I've been looking for the keys. I wanted them for Valentine's Day, and I couldn't find them. So now I have them. Thanks, Jackie. I love using this stuff. Let's see what else we got. Ooh. She had this wrapped. Oh, it's a little bird cage. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Jackie. I love this. I know what I could do with this. I have ideas for this one. I think I'll definitely be using that. And let's see what else. Oh, we got ribbon. Nice. Thanks, Jackie. I really like this one. Super pretty. And I love the lemons. My whole kitchen is lemons. So that's perfect. And I like the home because it's so neutral, so you could do it with anything. And I make wreaths, so I always am using ribbon. Let's see what else. Oh, I got little, oh, she gave me little harvest signs. So now these you can use, you know, I can keep these and use these for autumn, but there is a Farm Fresh in here, so I can use that now for spring. So that's perfect. Thank you, Jackie. Oh, and there's flowers. And I love me some flowers. So I have these these are so cute. I've seen these at the Dollar Tree, and it's my favorite color, purple. And then some white flowers. Very nice, Jackie. Thank you. Oh, and a little tray. Oh my God, I love this. I love this. It's such a cute little tray. You could put this like on a tier tray. Oh my gosh. Or in my cabinet and make this. Oh God, I have so many ideas. Okay, but I'm not going to tell you guys because I want to show you my video. Good idea. Thanks, Jackie. Okay, so that's it for those. Now I'm going to open up my must-use. So let's see. She numbered them. So let's open up number 1. God, please. I hope she didn't give me another dog toy. Last time I got a dog toy, oh, she really got me good. So let's see. Oh, she really wrapped this good. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. She gave me a dog toy last time. This time I have a cat toy. Oh my God, Jackie. You're too much. You must love animals. Is that what it is? You love animals? Oh my gosh. So funny. Thanks, Jackie. Oh boy. I gotta really think about that one now. All right. Let's see. This is number 2. So let's open this one next. Oh my goodness. She's too funny. If you hear my dogs bark, it's because my kids are outside, and when they come in, they bark. So, sorry in advance. My God. Oh my God, she sent me a hair donut. What am I gonna do with this? Well, it's netting, so, Can I put it in my hair? Will that count? No. I'll make it creative, I promise. No? Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Okay, Jackie, you really get me every time. The last time she sent me, I think it was a mop too. Yeah, like a little dust mop. And I used the handle, I think. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Okay. Okay, so that's number 2. All right, number 3. Oh, Jackie. Let's see. Oh no. Table clamps. What am I gonna do with this? Oh my God, table clamps. Okay, you got me really good here, girl. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. But I could have used these at my craft show because, will that count? Because they'll hold my tablecloth down when the wind is blowing and it won't blow everything over. But yeah, because it was really windy at my last. But anyway, yes, these, very interesting. Don't know what I'm going to do with these. But thank you, Jackie. And the next part of this video that you will see will be me creating with those 3 items that she gave me. And maybe some of the other ones I will incorporate with it into crafts. So now you will see that. And without further ado, let's get the crafting. Bye guys, see you soon. Hi everybody again, it's Krista. I know you just saw my intro, so you know who I am. Hi, welcome. This is my channel. I love doing everything DIYs. I love doing thrift flips, and I also love to make wreaths. I try to make all my DIYs on a budget because I'm a very budget-friendly person, and I make beautiful things with things that don't cost much. So if you like what you see here, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, helps my channel, and also leave me comments because I love to hear what you guys think. I am also on Pinterest and and Instagram, so check those out as well. And I also have a wreath shop in Etsy. It's called Krista's Wreath Designs. I will have that link down below as well. But today is all about the spring mystery box swap. So these are all the lovely ladies that are joining Monar's Market. Brenda is the host, and I am the co-host this time, which is super fun for me, so I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's get into DIY number 1. So DIY number 1, as you saw in the beginning, I got this cat toy, this little bun thing that you make a bun in your hair. But I'm going to use a zip tie, some little greenery, some of those eggs, and then that super moss that it's called that you get at Hobby Lobby. It feels like sticks. It's a little bit of a different moss. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smoosh down this cat toy that I got, and I'm going to zip tie it together, okay? So it kind of makes like a little circle that you see there. And I zip tied it on both sides to make sure that it was going to stay down. And then once I zip tie it, we're going to cover it up with some stuff. So this is kind of like my base to what I'm going to be making, which you will see in a minute. Now, once I clipped these off, then I got into that hair bun. Now, the hair bun is made of like this meshy material, I guess you would call it. And it falls apart really easily. So I was very careful when I was cutting it, trying to cut it so that I could get a bigger piece. So the first thing I did is like just cut it down the middle, and this thing I fought with it, but I got it finally all undone because I needed a piece, because I'm going to put that piece over the top of the metal cat toy. So you kind of see what I'm trying to do here. And I'm just going to gather it up and then kind of glue it over it so it kind of covers it up. And once I get that in there, then we're going to just use the hot glue, and I'm going to keep gluing around it. And that's going to kind of hold my super moss too that I'm going to cover this with. So if you could guess what we're making a nest, a bird's nest. So I figure it's perfect for spring and you know, Easter too, but it could stay out even longer. I mean, past Easter if you want to. I love birds and making bird houses and things like that, so I can keep this out with my decor as long as I want. Now, trying to glue this was really hard because look at how this stuff falls apart. So what I did is I just kept gathering it, and I made sure I had enough material so that it wouldn't be like falling apart on me. But it took some glue to get it to stay. So now once that's done, I'm going to take some of the super moss and I'm going to start filling the top part of it. And I'm also going to push down on this because of that cat toy. It's kind of springy, so you could push down on it. And I'm trying to like make it look more like a nest instead of like just a circle. So I'm trying to fill it in with the moss as much as I can, and I'm stuffing a lot in there so that it starts to form into a nest. And this worked out really good. I was totally shocked, you guys, because I wasn't sure like in the beginning if this was even gonna work, and it did. So I was like really shocked. So now I'm going to take some of the regular Spanish moss that you get from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to fill the sides of this now, because now I have a little bit of a side because I pushed that moss in. It made it a little bit bigger inside. So kind of pushed it out more, and now I'm just going to use the Spanish moss to cover all the outside where all that black is. And I just kind of kept wrapping it around, and then I trimmed it so that it wasn't like so crazy, you know, twigs and stuff going everywhere, moss going everywhere. So I just trimmed it up really well and made it look like a bird's nest. And this, I'm telling you guys, it worked out perfectly. So you might want to try it because I couldn't believe that I made it work. So then I just like trimmed with my scissors, like I told you. I trimmed off all the, you know, little pieces and stuff and tried to make it look like a little cute bird's nest. And it turned out great. And then on the bottom, of course, I covered that as well because I don't want anybody lifting it up and going, ooh, what is this? So yeah, I tried to make it a complete project by making sure that it was all nice and done. So then I just trimmed off the bottom as well, and that's it, you guys. That's my little nest, and I think it turned out really good. So this whole thing worked out. And then I just stuck some of these leaves in. These are just leftover that I had from one of my picks that I had from the Dollar Tree, and I just stuck a few on there. And then I had this pick that I had from last year from Michael's that have these little eggs on it. So I took some of the little eggs out, and I'm just going to glue them down into my little nest. Isn't this cute? I can't believe that this worked. I really can't. I'm still in shock watching making it again, and like I couldn't believe it worked. I was like, oh my god, I did it. I used it and it worked. So yeah, So there you go, you guys. I made a little nest with a cat toy and a hair bun. Pretty cool, huh? And now I can use it on anything. So I decided to take this Dollar Tree. This is like a warming candle type of Dollar Tree item. And I decided to stick some twigs. It has a little opening in the front of it, which you'll see in a minute. I decided to stick some of those twigs in there that I had left over from another pick from the Dollar Tree, and I stuck a little chick inside. Isn't that cute? So it's like a little house, and then the nest is on top. So it's like the little birdhouse. I think it came out really cute. You guys gotta let me know what you think. I mean, these items are really hard that she gave me, so bear with me. I'm doing the best I can. So now I'm going to use these table clamps and some eggs. And the one big egg that you see there, I didn't end up using it. I'm going to take that little tray because I love this little tray. And I'm taking this little galvanized bucket and some florals, some picks that I had for Easter and stuff. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Plaster by Waverly paint, and I am going to paint the tray that color. So I didn't have to go in the middle because you saw the scrap paper I am going to be using. I'm going to Mod Podge that in the center of this tray. So I just had to get the outside of the tray, and then I also did the bottom of the tray. So there it is, all done. And now I'm going to paint the little clamps. So what I did is I pulled the inside part that clamps it, actually clamps it down with the silver. I pulled them right off, and they came off really super easy. So next I'm going to take that plaster again by Waverly, and I'm just going to paint these. I paint the inside, the outside, the whole thing. And I'm going to do that to all 4 of them. Now the galvanized bucket, I'm going to use this little sponge dabbing thing because I find that when I use this little dabbers that you could get at the Dollar Tree, they cover really well. And if you use the dabbing motion, you pretty much, you won't get any streaks. And that's what I like. And it also gives it a little bit of texture. And I like that too. So this is the way I paint things like that. And I do it a lot with glass as well. So now that everything's painted, I traced out the bottom part of that tray so that the scrapbook paper would fit inside really well. But first, I went in and with some antique wax, and I wanted to make this look a little aged. So what I did is I just kind of dry brushed the edges of the tray, and then you'll see in a minute I'm going to go over the top part of the tray and the bottom. So I kind of flipped it over and I did the same exact thing. So yeah, and then I'm just dry brushing. So the brush is barely has any paint on it. But if you do over dry brush stuff, you know, and you don't like it because it's too dark, what you can do is you can just go over it with whatever paint you use. Like I use the plaster, so I would just take my brush and go over it with my plaster again, and that would dull it down. Now, if this was wood, you could also, you know, sand it, you know, and that would get rid of it too, but it's not wood, this is plastic, so the paint would chip, so we can't do that. But, yeah, that's what I would do. And then I also did the same thing to these little clamps. I did all the edges, and then I also distressed the outside of them. And I did that to all 4. Now next I'm going to use a little bit of Mod Podge, and I am going to stick that scrapbook piece that I cut out, and I'm going to put it in the center. I always say we, and it's really not we because you guys didn't make this yet. I don't know why I do that. Oh, and I learned a trick from Monarch Mom. I'll link her channel down below. She's really great. She spurts a little bit of water on her paper before she puts it down on the Mod Podge. And it helps not for it to bubble or, you know, like get all crinkly. But mine did anyways, so I must have did something wrong. But it was okay because I wanted this to look aged, so it just kind of gave it a little more character, I guess. But I also have like this little Mod Podge squeegee because I'm an ambassador for oh my god, what is it called? Plaid. And so I use it and it smooths it down really, really good. So that's a good tool to have. So next I'm going to take the clamps and I'm going to glue them to the bottom on each side. I'm going to have 2 on one side and 2 on the other. And I just mark them with my pencil because I always forget where I placed them, and I didn't want to forget. So I just marked them. And then what I'm going to do is just take some hot glue, and I'm going to glue them down. And all I did was kind of meet them in the middle, and then the nice part of the clamp I left on the outside, because you'll see that. And what I'm basically doing is I'm making a little table, so it's kind of like a little riser. And I thought this would be a really cute idea. And, you know, this could be out with my decor. I mean, heck, I made it. I'm going to put it out. Why not, right? And these turned out pretty cute. So using these odd things, it makes you like think really outside of the box. And that's what I love about this challenge, because it is challenging, but it's so much fun. So I had so much fun making these. And the last one we did, I had fun too. I mean, this is just like a really cool thing to do. So I did the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to flip it over. And now it looks like a little table or like a little riser. Isn't it cute? Now you can see the bubbles on the top of that, but that's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little galvanized piece, which is now colored with that cream color, that plaster color, I mean. And I had these stickers from the Dollar Tree, and they kind of had like these little sayings on them and stuff. And this one had butterflies, and I pulled it right off like the background of part of the sticker. And all I'm going to do is hot glue this to the front of my little galvanized bucket. And I love that. It's so pretty. It matches the paper that I put in there. Now I'm going to take some of these picks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to fill my little bucket with some of them. And I'm also going to take some of those egg picks, and you see the little cream colored white, they're not eggs, they're like little berries, I guess. And I clipped a couple of those off of one of my sticks that I had, and I just stuck a few in there just to pop out some of that cream color that I colored. You know, the plaster is like kind of like an off-white color. So I just stuck those in my bucket as well. And I just did a few of those. And I figured I might as well use them up. I'm trying to use up a lot of stuff from last year because I have too much. I just hoard everything. So I'm trying to use up what I have. And then I took a couple, isn't that pretty? And then I stuck a couple yellow flowers in there that I had to pick from the Dollar Tree. And now I'm going to take some of these leaves that I picked off of the picks, and I'm going to glue down some of these eggs. Now these eggs I got, I believe, at Michael's last year. So I did a yellow one and a pink one, and now I'm just going to glue down some of these little leaves that I had off of the picks, and I'm going to glue them like kind of kitty corner to kind of like make it look like a little bunch of eggs on the tray. And that's it. You guys, I did it. I used all the stuff. Isn't that awesome? I love the way this one turned out. Look at it. Oh my gosh, you guys. It turned out so pretty. But you have to let me know which one you like the best. Let me know in the comments. And now on to DIY number 3. So this one was that bird cage, and I was determined to use this because it had some pretty cool designs on it, and I wanted to bring those out. So I had this little bird that was so pretty, and so I took some pics from the Dollar Tree, a little styrofoam, and I'm going to paint this with my little dauber because there's a lot of, I love dabbing because it just makes it look so much better than the streaking. So that's why I did this. And I just took the little one, and I just kept dabbing the paint, getting in between all those little nooks and crannies that are on them, because there's a lot of design on this. And I'm using the color Elephant by Waverly, and I'm going to paint the whole thing that. Now, I thought I was going to come in with my Steel by Waverly, but I decided not to because I liked the darker gray. It just looked really super pretty. And this came out looking so high-end, you guys, I couldn't believe it. And I think she got this at a thrift store. So, yeah, you get a lot, you know, you never know what you're going to find at the thrift stores. And then I just dry brushed it with my little brush with the white chalk paint, and look at how awesome those designs came out. Look at it. So pretty, so gorgeous. I absolutely love this. I can leave this out all the time. So thank you, Jackie. This was a win-win on this one. I just love the way this turned out. This one was my favorite. And I just kept dry brushing wherever those pretty things were on here to kind of bring them out. I just dry brushed them, and there was some on the bottom of the actual bird cage, so I did those as well. I just dry brush it, and I dry brushed some of the cage part as well, just a little bit, and this turned out so pretty. I love it. And then next what we're going to do is, once I do all that, we're going to put in the floral foam, and then we're going to put in some of those flowers that I showed you, some of those picks. And I'm really going for more of the lavender picks because the bird has lavender on him. So I thought that would be perfect. So I'm going to use a lot of those purple. But first what I did is I glued down my little piece of craft foam, floral foam, I guess you call it. And then I'm going to start sticking stuff on it to kind of hide that foam. And so I started off with these little lavender pieces like I told you. And I had to cut them down a little bit shorter because they were too long. And that's just really simple. You just cut them in half or however much you need. Just cut off and there you go. You got a shorter piece. And I did put hot glue on these because I knew they weren't going to stick really well in here because they didn't have like points on them. And then I took a lot of the leaves and I stuck a lot of those on the outside to kind of cover up that craft foam, floral foam. I keep saying craft foam, I don't know why. And I just kept sticking it in and gluing, and I just kept working on it until I got it the way I wanted it to look. And I could have did so many other things with this, but the good thing about this is you could take this apart and I can change it up for everything. Like I can even put fall in here, like, you know, anything. Christmas, I could do a cardinal, you know, really anything. So this was like such a cute piece and I absolutely love it. And I didn't glue the top on because I want to be able to take it off when I want and take the stuff out. And now I'm going to take the little bird and I'm going to kind of like, I was trying to figure out where to put him, but I had to take the clip off, of course. And then I decided on the one side I was just going to have him like, I think I had him sitting upward more. Yeah, like that. And that's how I put him on. So I just glued him on there like that, and he's just kind of like hanging out on top of the bird cage, and the cage is all filled with flowers. And it just came out so cute. Look at it. Oh my God, guys, I love this. Look at how pretty. So I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to check out all the other ladies. I will have the playlist down below. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, stay crafty. Bye.